Good morning. A court has ruled that ex-Barcelona and Brazil footballer Dani Alves can be conditionally released from jail after serving about a quarter of his sentence for rape. Alves, who was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison last month, will be released on €1 million bail. He's been held in pre-trial detention since January 2023. The 40-year-old was found guilty of raping a woman in a Barcelona nightclub in December 2022. The victim's lawyer called the decision a scandal. The conditions for his release include turning over both his Brazilian and Spanish passports so he cannot leave Spain. He must also appear before the court on a weekly basis. The court additionally imposed a restraining order preventing him from approaching the victim. Police have searched the headquarters of the Spanish Football Federation in Madrid as part of a corruption investigation. The operation is part of a wider investigation linked to alleged corruption in business, improper management of assets and money laundering. Police were carrying out 11 searches on unspecified locations across the country. The prosecutor expected 7 people to be arrested. It was also reported that the home of the former Spanish Football Federation president Luis Rubiales in Andalucía was also being searched. Rubiales resigned last September following criticism for kissing forward Jenni Hermoso at the Women's World Cup final presentation ceremony. Spain is preparing a new batch of battle tanks for delivery to Ukraine. There will be 19 Leopard 2A4s and the tanks will be delivered in 2 batches, 10 by the end of June and another 9 in September. The order was issued by the Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, who met with representatives from the major defence companies alongside the Defence Minister Margarita Robles. During the meeting, Sanchez reiterated the government's strong condemnation of Russia's aggression in Ukraine. And centuries after the Spanish galleon the San Jose sank in Colombian waters, and nearly a decade after it was initially discovered, the estimated $17 billion shipwreck is said to be recovered as soon as April. The 150-foot-long, 64-gun, 3-masted galleon's treasure is comprised of 200 tons of silver and emeralds, 11 million gold coins, an intact Chinese dinner service and porcelain pottery, according to Colombian Navy divers. The San Jose was sunk in 1708 by British warships once it was returning to Spain with a cargo full of treasure meant to help fund the War of Spanish Succession. A US salvage company claimed they discovered the San Jose in 1981 and attempted to take legal ownership against Colombia for the recovery of the ship. However, a US court declared the galleon the property of the Colombian state back in 2011. That's the latest from DRE. I'm Bob James.